Time now for sports on 104.7 The Cave. Here's Ned Reynolds.
Mike, the intern, Ned Reynolds. Thursday morning, the Olympics continue. I didn't get a chance to watch as much yesterday. I had band practice last night, and it's kind of bumming me out because I'm getting into that since about Saturday, around 5, 6 o'clock, watch for a couple hours every night and watch the prime time and kind of catch everything. But last night I didn't get to do that.
You'll want to watch today because the men's hockey team will be playing this afternoon.
Yes, sir.
That'll be a lot of fun. At the moment, Team USA is tied with Italy for second place, right behind Norway. This will be a dogfight right to the end. Of course, these are events in which the Norwegians are very much skilled, and perhaps the USA is not. But 4 gold medals, 2 of them came yesterday. Elizabeth Lemley and women's moguls. Women's what? Moguls, that's a free skiing event, freestyle skiing. And Jordan Stolz, who won his men's speed skating in a record time, as a matter of fact. Mentioned the men's hockey team plays Latvia. This is the first of the men. The women will play tomorrow. And then right through the weekend, they'll be alternating. And I'll tell you, the USA women's team is really good. They've outscored their competition 20-1. And we will see what the men do. Now, the men are all NHL stars. Latvia probably has a couple of NHL players, and most of the other European teams do. Germany has quite a few NHL players on the team, but be that as it may, we'll see how it works out.
Go Team USA. So the Cardinals have been a little bit more active than they had been in the offseason. It looks like that continued yesterday, didn't it?
Yeah, a couple of very minor deals in a way. The Cardinals are getting pitcher George Soriano from the Washington Nationals. I must admit to you, I'm not very familiar with him, but they're giving up Andre Granillo. Now, Granillo pitched here. He pitched for the Springfield Cardinals part of 2022, some of 2023, and a little bit of 24. He was here. Well, he is going to the Washington Nationals in exchange for Soriano. So it's kind of a minor deal in a way, but every deal's important. This is professional baseball. And the Cardinals will be losing a pitcher from their starting rotation, who is a free agent. So the Cardinals will get probably a compensatory draft choice, I guess, out of this one. Miles Michaelis. He will no longer be wearing the Cardinals uniform. He signed yesterday with the Washington Nationals. It's a 1-year, $2.25 million contract. 1 year, Miles Michaelis will pitch for the Nationals.
Well, MSU Bears, both the men and women's are active tonight, aren't they?
They both are. The Bears, the men's team, at home. They're playing Louisiana Tech. That's a 7:30 game at the Great Southern Bank Arena. The Lady Bears are down in Huntsville, Texas, and they will play Sam Houston State. These are very big deals for the Lady Bears. They have Sam Houston, then they play Louisiana Tech on Saturday in Ruston, Louisiana. These are tough assignments for both these teams. We'll see what happens.
And we have got the qualifying happening at the Daytona, who got the front positions yesterday.
That's what they qualify for, is the front row positions, and to my knowledge, this is the only phase of motor racing that does it this way. But each of the drivers who's planning on being in the 500, there are 48 of them, 41 drivers, but 48 are hoping to be in the field. They each get a chance on 2 laps to get the high speed. It takes a while to do because every driver gets that 2-lap circumstance, that qualifying speed. Well, when it was all over, Kyle Busch got the pole position at 183.9 miles an hour, and he'll be joined on the front row by Chase Briscoe. All right, that's the way it lines up. Those 2 on the front row. Everybody else, the rest of the field, will be decided for the most part tonight with the twin qualifying races that they have. And these are full-fledged races. They 150 miles, the twin qualifying. It starts actually late this afternoon and continue through that. But that's how the field will be set. So it'll be Busch and Briscoe on the front row when they line up for the Daytona 500 on Sunday.
Now, we've got, in addition to the Olympics, college basketball, Daytona, also a little bit of golf happening this weekend.
We do indeed, and this is the first of the signature events. And Mike, on the PGA Tour, the signature events are the big ones that have a $20 million purse. Well, this is the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. It's the old Bing Crosby Clam Bake that was a very popular event, and still is for that matter. The teams will play today. Defending champion is Rory McIlroy. He'll team up with Ryan Fox, and they'll play at 11:30 this morning at Spyglass Hill. There are two courses that are played for the first round, Spyglass Hill and Pebble Beach, and then all of it moves to Pebble Beach starting tomorrow. Scotty Scheffler is teamed up with Hideki Matsuyama. They'll tee off about 12:30 this afternoon. And the guy who's really making a big name for himself on the tour is Chris Gotterup. He's fallen under the radar. He's a kid from Oklahoma, University of Oklahoma, and he's been winning big. He won last week. He's teamed up with Wyndham Clark, and they'll play at 11:16 this morning. So all from tee to green, it's all on TV. Of course, you have to stream it. It's right there on the app. But it usually makes for very interesting competition, and this is a big one. This is a $20 million purse.
A lot of money involved in this tournament for sure. All right, so KU got a big win earlier this week against the undefeated Arizona. Mizzou also had a pretty tough test yesterday and barely squeaked it out.
They won it by 1 point. Missouri wins 86-85, but Missouri... Texas A&M, I have no idea what in the world Texas A&M was doing on defense. They got picked apart by the Missouri Tigers. And I'll tell you, Coach Gates won the game for his team with his coaching. The Missouri Tigers went backdoor. They went screens. They went pick and roll was the big thing. And Texas A&M had no idea what they were doing. 86-85. Missouri scored 56. This is really an interesting stat. 56 of their 86 points in the paint. That means underneath the basket. 56. Texas A&M at 28. There's the difference in the game. It was that advantage underneath on the baseline, and Missouri did it with pick and roll and with backdoor cuts. It was very, very well done. The other big game was number 1 Connecticut. This is the ladies team. Connecticut Lady Huskies, the 12-time reigning national champions of women's basketball, played Creighton last night and won. The Lady Huskies, Gina Oriema's team, won their 42nd straight game. 42 straight. They got Creighton when the game started is when it ended. 94-44. My goodness sake, they are butchering teams. They're pretty good. But then again, when it comes to the NCAA tournament, it'll be a different story.
Will be, and it always is. But it's been a pretty good season so far, Ned. You have a good day. I'll see you tomorrow.